Peace and love, family. So Amari Asad with a quick little video about answering without thinking. But what do you mean by that? Well, basically, saying yes or saying no, or, giving our opinions and things of that nature, or doing things for others when we really didn't dissect on what was asked of us, right? And we act without even thinking, right? We move without thinking. We make decisions without thinking. And so why do I bring it to your attention? That some of us right now are in uncomfortable situations is that you said yes to something that you really don't agree to, or you really don't care for, or you really don't really mess with. And so the thing about it is two ways to this topic, right? It can be this way, right? Which is we answer in a way that we're feeling around us, our aura, right? We in a good mood, we cleaning, it smell good going on, and then here it comes. Hey, let me borrow, $100. Oh yeah, ooh, I got it, boom. In retrospect, you really didn't have that $100 to give, but you didn't think about it at that time. So you was in a good mood, so you answered, but you really didn't dissect on what was the question and what was being asked, right? And then another topic, another way we can look at it like this is that we will answer or give advice or do something or not do something because we are in a bad mood, right? And we having a funky attitude, we negative energies and all these things, whatever. Or you're mad, you upset, and we trying to answer or do something, and we not in a great space at that time in that moment. So it affects our answer and how we deal with certain people. And so sometimes we have to sit back and think before we make these decisions. You see what I'm saying? Drastically, sometimes we just make a decision based off assumptions, and sometimes assumption does kill the vibe or kill the mold because we are having an assumption or idea of what this person or what idea or what we think or however the mood might be when it's actually not like that. So the premise of this video, the premise of this message, the premise of this information I'm giving to you, we need to think, we need to dissect, we need to digest, we need to, as your grandma said, let me pray on it, baby. Let me just pray on it. Let me just think about it, Let me get back to you. Stop answering so quickly. If you know it, you know it. But sometimes dissect it, because sometimes you don't know what you don't know until you really look at it, and just give you some scenarios. Same way in your relationships. It's some things that you committed to this guy or committed to this woman, and you're not into all that. We over here commit to eating groceries. We commit to standing on a headstand. So you talking about, stand on a dresser and jump into it. All these stuff, all these crazy stuff, just to give you a gist of it. Sometimes we're not into that. We're not ready for it, and build yourself up. Yeah, you might tell them you down to do the, that you ain't ready for all that. You might told them you want to do threesome. And you're like, oh yeah. But me, on the other hand, I'm like, look at, we're going to do everything in them text messages you sent me. Gotta be careful what you say yes to, because I'm going to hold you to. Now you got to poke your chest out for something that you ain't really, you ain't really ready for. Don't do that. And don't answer someone and feel like, oh, I gotta do it because I said it. Sometimes sometimes you gotta renege and say, well, and give the harsh truth. A lot of times I keep hearing people say they bend over backwards, they run for everybody else with their bone. I get that, but did they tell you to stop what you're doing to go do that? I'm pretty sure they did. You can't sing that song when actually you wanted to do that. You wanted to do that. Let's really think on what we're trying to do. Let's really dissect on what we're trying to do. That's why it's a plan. That's why it's an idea. Let's marinate on it. Let's get some strategy going on. Because sometimes we do that. And same way with committed relationships, we say, I do. And we ain't really ready to say, I do yet. We say, I will you be my boyfriend, my girlfriend. We ain't really ready yet. We like the outer piece, but we ain't really, and that's why y'all get mad about some of my men ain't committing. Sometimes they dissecting some stuff. Not trying to make no excuses. And some women, they try to dissect. You like, why she don't want to be with me? I'm a good fit. I'm this. Yeah. We dissecting some shit. Let's be realistic. You rather just to play it safe. And then what happens is you did all this, what happens is you made a boo-boo. You made a mistake. And all you got to do is think about it. Not once, not twice, maybe 3 times. It's not wrong with to go over your thoughts. There's nothing wrong with re over your thinking, your action, your mood, and all these things that before you make assumptions, before you go with the flow and make a decision on. Let's think about it. Let's think about it together. Let's roll out the pros and the cons together. However, stop answering without thinking is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not mad at you for the decision that you made. I'm not crucifying for the decision you made. All I'm asking you, just think about it. Dissect what's been asked of you. Dissect what your actions was been asked of you. What you want to do and what you not want to do. Things of that nature. How to make you feel is what the moral of the story is. How do you feel in that space, that moment? Because right now, you feel like shit. But later on, you might not feel like shit. So you might be making a drastic decision because you in your feelings right now, and that's not how you really feel. So tell that person, hey, I'm in my feelings. I ain't feeling this type of way. Hey, I need to do this. I promise you get a better result, a better outcome, and a better understanding. Peace and love, family. Amari Asad.